Hello, good afternoon, everyone. In the previous classes, is a discussion about laws of vectors. There are two different laws of vectors. One is law of triangle. Second one is law of parallelogram. The law of first one is law of triangle law. What is it? Addition. The triangle law of addition. That means if two vectors are, what is the statement? If two vectors are acting at a point in equilibrium, it is represented by both and magnitude and directions of the two sides of the triangle. The other line, that means resultant line, is also represented by both magnitude and direction of a three sides of the triangle. Three sides of a triangle. That is the statement of triangle law. And the second one is parallelogram. Parallelogram of two vectors. If according to this law states that if two vectors are acting at a point in equilibrium, the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram is represented by both magnitude and direction of a two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, and the resultant line is also represented by, that is both magnitude and direction of a given parallelogram. That is the statement of law of parallelogram of a vector. By using a law of parallelogram, what is the expression for this concept is also, it is a discussion in previous class that is completed. By using this law, or calculate the magnitude of resultant, that is expression. It is a 5 marks question, is important. That is p square root of r is equal to root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. The direction of resultant is theta is equal to, it is p cos theta by not p, that is q cos theta by p plus q cos theta. This is the resultant of a magnitude. This is called direction of a magnitude. And in this class, there is a discussion about second type is subfraction of a vector. If vector A and vector B be the any two vectors, the difference of these two vectors is, that is called subfraction of a vector. See, it is represented by AB. AB is called vector and AC is also called vector. AB and AC is the vectors. The opposite of the, that is x direction, this is y direction. The inverse of this OC is, that is y dash direction, negative sign, that means D, vector D. This position is called A. And the resultant E, that is E is called resultant. E is called resultant. If the line of AB can be vector A, the line AC is called, it is taken as vector B. This inverse of vector B is, that is a negative B. This is the vector A and the vector B be the any two vectors. The difference of any two vectors is called the subfraction of a vector. Next concept is resolution of a vector. Resolution of a vector. What is the meaning of resolution of a vector? See, in this diagram shows, see, this is the one vector, this is called one more vector, this is called three vectors. The number of vectors, vector A, vector minus B, and C in this diagram shows, see, that is the vector, this is called vector, this is called also vector. Vector A, that is A, O, A, B, C, that is called vector A or vector R, vector A and vector B. It is a single vector. A single vector is resolved into two vectors, vector A and vector B. Vector A and vector B. That is called resolution of a vector. That means, what is the definition of a resolution of a vector? It is a process of resolving a vector into two components, that is called resolution of a vector. OA, that is OA is a single vector, resultant vector. It is resolved into, one is a vertical component, one more is horizontal component. This is a two different vectors. That is called resolution of a vector. That means the resolution of a vector means the process of resolving a the process of resolving the vector into two vectors, two components, is known as resolution of a vector. Next, rectangular components. Rectangular components. Rectangular components. As it is same, the resolution of a vector is, it is a resultant vector. It is a resolved into, one is a vertical line and another is a horizontal line. The angle between vertical and horizontal line, what is the angle? That is a 90 degree, perpendicular to the OC line is perpendicular to OB. That means what is the angle? That is a 90 degree. That means the rectangular component means the vector resolved into two components along mutually perpendicular to each other, the mutually perpendicular direction. Then the component is called rectangular components. Then the component is called rectangular components. That means the vector is resolved into two different components. It is mutually perpendicular to the direction of a directions, mutually perpendicular to directions along one is x direction, another one is y direction. These components are called rectangular component. How to prove the resolution of a vectors, the rectangular components? See, how to prove? One is it is a horizontal line and an angle is taken as see, it is a rectangular component. The diagram shows that is x direction and a y direction. This is the initial position of the body. This is the resultant line, resultant vector, that is A. That is the one point, that is a point C. That is a one point, that is a point B. That is the CO is perpendicular to CA is perpendicular to AB line. The angle of AOB, that angle is alpha. The angle of ACO, that is the beta, the sum of the alpha plus beta. That is the one vertical component, that is the horizontal component. This angle between the vertical and the horizontal component is, what is the angle? That is a 90 degree. The sum of the two angles is, that is a 90 degree. Okay now, see, then the vertical line, this is the vertical line, it is taken as at the angle is cos alpha. It is a I cap is a unit vector. I cap is unit vector, and this angle is beta. At the angle is the vertical, the horizontal line is taken as angle is cos alpha. The vertical line is taken as sin beta. See, derive the expression for rectangular components. Let vector P be the resultant vector. The vector OA, the OA line is represented by vector P in the xy plane, xy coordinates. The vector makes the angles, alpha is the along x-axis, angle beta is the along y-axis. According to, first by using a according to addition of a vector. Addition of a vector. That is also called triangle law. By using a triangle law, that means from the triangle C, from the triangle OAB, from the triangle OAB, OAB. This is called diagonal line, resultant line. This is called what? Adjacent sides. The AB is the one vector, OB is the one vector, OA is the one vector. According to the triangle law states that if two vectors A, that is the two vectors is acting at a point in equilibrium, it is represented by magnitude and direction, magnitude and direction. And the resultant line is also represented by both magnitude and direction. That means the resultant line, that is the vector is what? That vector is, the distance is OA. From the triangle OAB, the O can be written as OA vector must be is equal to OB vector plus AB vector. The OA vector must be is equal to OB vector plus AB vector. That is called equation number 1. How to find the values of OB and AB? How to find? See, from the triangle OAB, this is B. Cos alpha is the what? That is a horizontal line. From the figure, by using a cos alpha. Alpha is the angle. What is the definition of cos alpha? That is the adjacent side by hypotenuse. This is the angle. This side is called opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. The adjacent side is what? That is a OB. OB is correct. That is the OB, right? OB by, and the hypotenuse side is called OA. Cross multiply. That is OB is equal to OA cos alpha. OB is equal to OA cos alpha. That is the OB value. In the diagram shows the vertical line at angle is what? Beta, not B. Beta. At direction is sin beta. It is along a y direction. By using a definition of sin beta. Sin beta. That is, what is the definition of sin theta? That is a opposite by hypotenuse side. The definition of sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse side. In diagram from the triangle OCA, from the triangle OCA, sin beta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. In diagram shows this line is called opposite. This is already fixed line, that is a hypotenuse side. This is called adjacent side. The opposite is what? CA. Distance is CA. Opposite by hypotenuse. That is CA cos beta. Cos beta is correct. That is cos beta. Not by using a sin beta. By using a cos beta. Same vertical line. It is a line. That is a what? It is a resolution of a vector. At angle is cos, angle is trigonometric function is as it is, angle is beta, cos beta. Cos beta. Same definition. The definition of cos is adjacent side by hypotenuse. See, at angle is beta. This is the opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. The adjacent side is called what? OC. The adjacent side is called OC by the hypotenuse side is called OA. Cross multiply, that is OC is equal to OA cos beta. That is the value of OC. the values of OB and OC is substitute equation number 1. From the equation number 1 can be written as equation number 1 is OA, that is OA can be, that is a resultant force, that is vector P is equal to the OA line is, that is a OB. First substitute the value of OB. That is the equation number 1. That is OA is the resultant line and OA is the resultant line and the OB and AB, that is OC. See, the OC must be is equal to what? That is the AB line. The OC line is parallel to AB line. Substitute the values. That is, first is OB. The OB lines, that is the OA cos alpha plus, and second one is AB, that is the AB line must be is equal to OC. Substitute the OC value, that is OA angle is cos beta. The resultant vector P is equal to, the OA can be written as what? OA is the vector P cos alpha plus P, same OA is called P cos beta. P cos alpha cos P cos alpha plus P cos beta. It is a angle. Alpha is the unit vector of alpha is I cap. The unit vector of beta is j cap. That is the I cap. That is j cap. That means the resultant magnitude P is equal to P cos alpha I cap P cos beta j cap. Okay, now where I cap and j cap is called what? That is the unit vectors along a x and y directions. First to find the value of what? That is a the value of cos beta. See, in the diagram shows the 90 degree means that is the sum of the alpha plus beta. Since the alpha plus beta is equal to 90 degree, or beta is equal to minus t minus alpha, 90 minus alpha, the substitute the value of beta value in this equation. Therefore vector P is equal to P cos alpha I cap, this one, P cos beta is what? This beta value is 90 minus alpha j cap. But the cos 90 minus alpha, that is not a standard angle, that is allied angle in trigonometry. Cos 90 minus theta is, that is the second quadrant. Sine and cos is positive, other is negative. That means the 90 degree and 270 degrees is, that is the sine is the trigonometric ratios is changed to co-ratios. That means the cos is changed to sine 90 minus alpha. It is the second quadrant. Sine and cosecant is a positive, other is negative. That is the rule of the allied angle, second quadrant rule. That is the second quadrant rule is this is the second quadrant. Sine that is 90 minus theta, 180 plus theta. That is the angles of the second quadrant. The rule states the trigonometric ratios sine and cosecant is positive, other is negative. That is the cos, that is a negative. The cos is changed to co-ratio. Okay, now minus sine alpha is equal to minus sine alpha. Okay, now that is the value. minus sine alpha. Substitute the sine minus alpha can be written as sine alpha. Substitute the value. Vector p is equal to p cos alpha I cap. P, the cos 90 minus alpha is p sine alpha. P sine alpha. This equation is called rectangular component equation. The P where P cos alpha is along a x-axis, that is called x-axis, along a x-axis, that is horizontal component. Horizontal component. P sin alpha. P sin alpha is called along y direction, y axis, that is vertical component. Vertical component. This is the vector P is equal to P cos alpha I cap P sin alpha. This is the alpha or beta, that is alpha j cap, that is a vertical component. I cap and j cap is the unit vectors. That is the concept of rectangular components. This concept is called rectangular components. Once again, listen. First, to draw the x coordinate and y coordinate. First, what is the meaning of rectangular component? The vector is resolved into two components. It is mutually perpendicular direction. That is called mutually perpendicular direction. That components are called rectangular components. How to find the rectangular components? There are two different types of rectangular components. One is a horizontal component, one more is vertical component. The horizontal component means that is a cos alpha, P cos alpha. The vertical component means P sin beta. First, to draw the x coordinate and y coordinate, first to draw the resolution of a vector. OA is the resolution of a vector. It is resolved into P, and the vector is P. It is resolved into two components. One is a vertical component, another one is horizontal component. That is a C, that is the P. The CA at a point A. The CA is parallel to OB line. At a alpha beta is the angles. That is the sum of the alpha plus beta is equal to 90 degree. According to the addition of a vector is from the triangle OAB. What is the addition of a triangle? That is OA must be is equal to OB plus AB. Correct? That is called equation number 1. First, from the figure OAB. From the figure is OAB. What is the cos alpha? It is the angle is cos alpha. Cos alpha at angle is alpha. What is the definition of cos alpha? That is adjacent side by hypotenuse. The adjacent side is what? That is a OB. The hypotenuse side is called OA. Cross multiply. That is OB is equal to OA cos alpha. That is the OB value. Then it is a resolved. The resolution of a vector is resolved into one more component. That is a vertical component. At angle is what? Beta. By using a definition of cos beta. Cos beta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Same. That is hypotenuse side, opposite side, that is called adjacent side. The adjacent side is OZ, by hypotenuse side is OA. That is OC by OA, cross multiply. OC is equal to OB cos beta. And from the equation number 1, substitute the values of OB and OC values. That is OC, equation number 1, vector P is equal to OA cos alpha. OC value is OA cos beta. The OA is called, what is the vector? Vector P. That is a vector P. Vector P. OA is P cos alpha. OA means P cos beta. The P cos alpha, it is along a x direction. The unit vector is I cap. The P cos beta is, that is the angle is beta, it is along a y axis. At A, the unit vector is j cap. J cap. Find the value of cos beta. How to find cos beta? The diagram shows the sum of the vectors alpha plus beta is equal to what is the angle? 90 degree. Find the value of beta. Beta is equal to 90 minus alpha. Then the P cos alpha I cap, P cos beta value is 90 minus alpha j cap. Find the value of cos 90 minus alpha. Cos 90 minus alpha can be written as, that is the second quadrant. Sin of cos positive, that is a positive, sin is positive, other is negative. The trigonometric ratios change to co-ratios, that is cos is changed to sin, sin 90 minus alpha, sin alpha, that is not minus plus. Okay now, then this equation P cos alpha I cap plus P is as it is. The cos 90 minus alpha value is what? Sin alpha. That is a j cap. J cap. The P cos alpha I cap plus P sin alpha j cap. I cap, j cap is the unit vector. What is the unit vector? It is the type of the unit vector, means it is a one of the type, that is the type of the vector. The magnitude is 1. The magnitude is 1. What is the magnitude? The length of a segment, that is called magnitude. And the magnitude is 1, that is called unit vector. The I cap, j cap is the unit vectors. Alpha is the angles. It is a vector. P is a resolution of a vector. Then the P cos alpha is called this one. This is called P cos alpha. This is a horizontal line, that is called horizontal component. And the second term, P sin alpha, that is a vertical line. Sin beta, sin alpha, that is a vertical component. Vertical component, that is the rectangular components of the given diagram. Next concept is scalar multiplication of a vector. What is the meaning? What is the definition? Scalar multiplication of vector. Scalar multiplication of a vector. The scalar multiplication of a vector means if vector A is the any vector, small m is a scalar, then the product of vector A and m is defined as vector R is equal to m vector A. That is the scalar multiplication of a vector. The scalar multiplication of a vector is, that is, if vector A is the any vector, m is a scalar, the product of vector A and m is defined as vector R is equal to m vector A. The vector R is a scalar multiplication of a vector. M is called scalar. Scalar means it is a only magnitude, there is no direction. That is called scalar. That is a m is a scalar. So many examples, all fundamental quantities, mass, length, time, temperature, current, electricity. These are the examples of fundamental quantities. Vector A is the vector. Vector A, that is a vector, m is a scalar. A is the vector and m is a scalar. Vector means both magnitude and directions are present. The symbol can be represented by segment, length of the segment, and arrow mark is represented by vector. That is the definition of scalar multiplication of a vector. What is the examples of a scalar multiplication of a vector? Linear momentum. Linear momentum. The motion of a movement of any particle, that is called linear momentum. That means measurable by mass into velocity. See, the formula is linear momentum is vector P is equal to m into vector v. Vector P is a vector quantity. Vector V, velocity, linear momentum. The symbol of the linear momentum is P. The symbol of the velocity is vector V. M is a scalar. One scalar, one vector are present. One scalar, one vector is present. That is called scalar multiplication of a vector. Vector P is a vector. Vector V is a vector. And M is a scalar. One scalar, one vector is present. That is called scalar multiplication. Next, force equation. What is the force equation? Vector F is equal to mass into acceleration. Acceleration is a vector, force is a vector, mass is a scalar. One scalar, one vector. That is called scalar multiplication of a vector. Okay, thank you. Continue to next class.